It was last summer. Obama drew the red line. He defined what crossing the red line would mean. Yesterday, no, I didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all.
I didn't set a red line. The world set a red line. The world set a red line when governments representing 98% of the world's population said...
Now move on to soundbite 21. And it was asked about it, was a Q&A press conference. What do you mean you didn't set the red line? Everybody heard you set the red line.
My credibility is not on the line. The international community's credibility is on the line. And America and Congress's credibility is on the line.
But not his. Stop the tape. This, folks, this is some-pathic. I don't know what it's. Psychopathic. It's some-pathic. I didn't set that red line. I didn't draw that line. My credibility is on the line. Congress. Congress and America, the country, but not him. He drew the red line. Then he said he didn't. Then he said his credibility on the line. It's Congress's fault. Because they're the ones that passed a resolution decades ago against the use of chemical weapons. So, yeah, it's the Republicans' fault. And you got people watching this, and I'm telling you, they're questioning the stability of the people running this country, and they're scared to death. They're not going to go on television and say that. What they're going to go on TV and say is what Rumsfeld said last night. We have a wonderful country, and if the president would bring in good advisors, sit down and think through where he is, and get down to bedrock, to concrete, and know where he is, and then decide that he's willing to make a decision. Either decision is to not do something. If he's unwilling to do anything, that's going to change the regime. I think he's probably better off doing nothing and accepting the burden that falls on us from all of his prior statements than going out there and making an absolute stupid mistake. Now, those are not Rumsfeld's words. The last ones, I'm throwing them in myself. But this is dangerous, and it's not cool, and it's not clever lying, and it's not brilliant politics, and it's not Obama cleverly outwitting his opponents. He's president of the United States. He's not up to it. He doesn't want the job. He doesn't want the responsibility, not something like this. He'll be glad to raise your taxes and control your life with health care. He doesn't want all this. It's too messy. Doesn't care about it. This is doing this stuff because he's got to. And he's got to provide cover for the Democrats, and he's got to do all these things. But this is too messy. But he does have the job, and it's not responsible. Well, I don't know whether he knows it or not. His credibility is on the line. It is his credibility on the line, and nothing he can do about that. He can go all day and say, not my credibility. I didn't draw the red line. Congress drew that red line. International communities, not my credibility. Maybe America's problem, not my. Can you imagine any president ever say, it's not my problem, it's America's problem? Who the hell says that? What kind of person thinks that? That's what's got people troubled. It's not my problem, it's America's problem. This is not some college professor, not some president of the law review here, not some state senator voting president, although it actually is. That's what this looks like.